Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to do Olivia Palermo's color analysis. Let's get into it. The first step is to determine Olivia's undertone. We can't really tell by just looking at this photo. So what we are going to do is comparing her face and her skin up against some color backgrounds. Here to the left we have a cold red, and to the right we have a warm red. Let's see what happens when we compare. Here we have the cold red, and here we have the warm red. It's fairly difficult to see right here, but what we can notice is that she seems a little bit more alive on this photo here compared to this one. This red kind of brings out the circles under her eyes a little bit more than this one. And also this one evens out her skin tone just the tiniest bit compared to the more cold red. But let's move on here and compare it with a cold pink. A very cold light pink here compared to the salmon pink. And immediately what we notice here is that the salmon works a lot better. And the reason I'm saying that is that there's more harmony for the eye when you look at this photo compared to this one. Here, it's kind of like her facial features is more in harmony, that the skin seems more alive and more bright compared to this one, which kind of makes her more orange and brings out the darkness in her skin, the dark areas, where here she lightens up. What about the blue here? Same goes for the blue. There's an instant disharmony here with the dark blue compared to the brown. The brown suits her much more, brings out the color in her face in a nice way compared to this one. Makes her look orange and a little bit sick compared to this one. You can go ahead here and also look at the cold white against the warm white, and the silver versus the gold. Here with the silver and here with the gold. And I think the same goes for this. She looks paler here and not as fresh as she does here. The next step is, okay, so let's say that we concluded here that she has a warm undertone. So the next step would be to look at the chroma, which is basically means intensity or clarity. So here on this side we have a very a warm, because we determined that she was warm. She had a warm undertone. So here we are comparing a warm and bright red to a warm and muted red. And here we are comparing a warm and bright purple with a warm and muted purple. And it's a little bit hard to see when we have both of the colors up here at the same screen. But if we just hold our hand up here and are, to ourselves and are hiding one and only focusing on the other, what we can see here is that the bright color kind of overpowers her, and the muted red, it brings out her a lot more. You see her before you see the color, and with the warm and bright red you see the red color before you actually see her. The same goes for this, where here the bright color, the brightness of this color is overpowering, and here there's just so much more harmony because the mutedness of this color matches the mutedness in her features. And to be muted means that there's more gray in the color. It's kind of like a dusty version of that color. So she's quite muted, which means that she doesn't have a lot of contrast. Her hair and her eyebrows is kind of the same color, or it's you know, there's no really lightness in her face and really darkness in her face. It's just more muted, more, it kind of melts together. Here the warm and bright green is way too overpowering. You see the color way before you see her, and here it's much more harmonious. It actually supports her and brings out her features. So what we can conclude is she belongs to the Autumn palette because she has a warm undertone, so we are at this side of the color wheel here, and she has low intensity compared to high intensity, so therefore she is here in the bottom quadrant. She belongs to the Autumn palette. But the thing is that there's 3 seasons here within the Autumn palette. So you have the Autumn Deep, the Autumn Soft, and the Autumn Warm. So let's take a look at the next slide. The next step would be to choose a subseason. When we look at the soft here, what we can see here is that the colors are softer, they're more muted, which means they're more dusty. They have more grayness to them, and I think it actually suits Olivia quite well with these dusty, faded, muted colors instead of, I think, the warm palette here. Some of them are okay. I mean, all of the colors in the Autumn palette will suit her, but we have to be picky at this step because we are going to determine which season out of the 3 autumn seasons is the best. And I think here with the warm palette, I think the yellow is overpowering and some of the colors seem a little bit too warm maybe. And here with the deep, I think Olivia she's too light and muted to wear something like this very dark blue here and this one and maybe this one even. And I think this is also a little bit too much for her. But let's look at the seasons here. Here, Autumn Soft, Autumn Warm, Autumn Deep. So I have picked out some colors here in all the different seasons. We have soft here to the left, warm and deep. Soft, soft, soft. And remember guys, I will do the same colors. So I'll do a green as well here, a pink as well here, and a yellow. If we go back here, you can see the soft yellow is much more muted and dustier. Same goes for all the 3 soft colors. I think this one is particularly very beautiful on her, and I think this one is also nice. This one even brings out, you know, she looks younger, she looks fresher, more bright in her skin. While I think this one may be too warm for her, too overpowering for her her look. And this one even hurts my eyes, so I think we can conclude that she's not an autumn warm. Here we have the deep. I think these one are okay. This one is maybe a little too dark. This one is okay as well, but I think this one is way too deep, way too dark for her. And the same goes for this one. So let's say we still was a little bit unsure whether she was a deep or a soft. I have taken a deep color here and a softer color here. And what we notice here is that my eyes are drawn to this. I think this is more harmonious. You see her before you actually see the color. And here it feels too overpowering. And the same goes for this one. I think this one is nicer. Olivia has a lot of mutedness in her features, so I generally just think that this one is again too overpowering. I think this softer one is nicer on Olivia. And let's just compare with Winter Deep, because if you are an Autumn Deep, the sister season would be Winter Deep. And if you are an Autumn Soft, your sister season would be Summer Soft. So if the deepness, the darkness of Olivia was the most noticeable feature, she would have a lot of in common with Winter Deep. But if Olivia is more soft, she would have more in common, sorry, with Summer Soft, because the softness would be the main feature of Olivia. So even though that either winter or summer is not Olivia's season, because she has a warm undertone, if she was a deep here, she could wear some winter deep colors, and if she's soft, autumn soft, she could still wear some colors from the summer soft palette. So let's look here. This is winter deep, and this is summer soft. Winter deep, summer soft. I think what I notice here, and if you're not agreeing with me, guys, just comment down below. I would love to hear your comments. But I think here with the Winter Deep, it doesn't feel like her colors. I feel like they are, this one in particular, and this one, and even this one is too dark, first and foremost. I feel these colors are way too cold. They are, as I said before, overpowering. But here, it feels more like her, because here you notice the colors, and here you notice her. I think why I feel like this color palette works on her is because it shares the softness. It has a softness to it that she also has. So I think we can conclude that comparing these two palettes, that she is definitely more soft and muted and light than she is dark and deep, like the Winter Deep and the Autumn Deep. So I think we can conclude that she is in fact, just go back here. She is an Autumn Soft, because here the colors looks so harmonious on her, and I feel like the colors are almost an extension of her. It feels very natural, and it suits her so well and brings out the picture in the middle. You see her, and then you see all the colors afterwards. So that is what is the main feature of your color palette. It is that it brings out you, and it brings out the best of you and makes you look even better. So I just jumped over to the page here where you can see some outfits and some makeup looks that are not suitable for a soft autumn. On the first picture here, first of all, first things first, the hair here is a little bit too warm. I think even though she is in the autumn palette, the softer autumns or soft autumns are not that warm. They are not a true autumn. And so while a true autumn can wear orange and mustard, those are not colors that would fit a soft autumn. It's right on the border, because she is an autumn. She does have a warm undertone. I think the makeup here is way too heavy, way too dark. Black is really not a color that a soft autumn can wear. It is too dark, and makes her look unhealthy and a little bit sick as well. If you look at the middle photo here, I think the red, even though it is a little bit cold, I think too much is happening here. I think this necklace is too much happening on the necklace. I think the dress here is a little bit it's too bright for her, and I think the lips are also too bright, and the makeup here too heavy. It's way too overpowering for her features. She needs a softer look, a more muted look. And if we look here at the third photo, what we notice is that her clothing is very bright. So that would be 3 examples of something you shouldn't do if you're a soft autumn. While if we go to the next slide, these outfits and makeups are some of the best options for a soft autumn. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you liked the video and that you learned something, and stay tuned for more videos like this. If you do have a celebrity that you think that I should do, please comment down below, and thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye!